Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is the GXSimmer, and the word of the day is Inzoi. Inzoi this, Inzoi that. Inzoi is going to kill The Sims. The Sims going to fall behind. The Sims is going to lose. Is that the case? No, I don't think so. I'm going to explain why on this edition of Sims Team. What the hell are you doing? Part 14. And if you like this content, please like, share, subscribe, click notifications so you always know when I'm coming out with a new video. Let's talk about what the hell's going on with The Sims. As we know, Inzoi debuted to early access last week. A lot of videos have come out showing all these amazing features, the beautiful graphics, the incredible Creatazoi feature. But honestly, do I think it's going to be enough to kill The Sims? Absolutely not. Here's why. The Sims has been around for over 20 years at this point. The franchise has millions of subscribers worldwide. Do I think that the introduction of a new life simming game like Inzoi is enough to kill The Sims? No, I don't. But do I think that the Sims team needs to improve itself in order to make itself stand out as the premier life simming game? You betcha. This is how I think they should do it. Now, when it comes to business, the first rule of thumb is if you stay the same, you're going to fall behind. This is true of The Sims as well. The Sims needs to evolve over time. But do they need to be a copycat of Inzoi? Or do they need to be more like Paralives? The answers to both questions are no. Each game stands on its own for its individualistic traits, its individualistic style. With Paralives, it's a very cozy, relaxed feel, look, and I can respect that of the game. I actually am looking forward to Paralives and playing it. The same is true for Inzoi. Some people like that realistic look that very much allows you to do whatever you need to do in terms of fine-tuning your game to the exact specs that you wish. But I'm not one of those people. As a lifelong simmer, I've been playing for over 20 years, since the introduction of Sims 1, played Sims 2, Sims 3, and I've been playing Sims 4 for over 10 years now at this point. And I've seen all these games evolve over time. This is what I think. The Sims team is not worried in the slightest about what Inzoi or Paralives has in store for them. They know that they have a strong customer base. They know they have a strong following. They know even if they lose a couple of thousand, even a couple of million, it's not going to affect their bottom line that bad. The Sims is EA's major cash cow. Believe you and me, they're going to do everything they can to make sure that that franchise stays around for as long as possible. But let's also look at the other side of The Sims, the side that people are really complaining about nowadays, and that is the excessive amount of bugs and glitches. Now, before I have said that I do appreciate the fact that the Sims team is being more proactive than ever in getting these bugs and glitches taken care of. True, I think that these bugs and glitches should not be around in the first place with the launch of the pack, and I do think that more QA testing needs to be done in order to improve the way that these packs launch. If they're not, there is something going on at the QA team that they really need to talk about. And they have sort of started doing that with the introduction of playtesting. Now, playtesting is nothing new. It's been around forever. In fact, you could have gone to EA's website and applied to playtest a variety of different games. Whether or not they accepted you was another animal altogether. But now they are really pushing the fact that they're looking for playtesters. But overall, is this something that I myself would be interested in? As someone who has been involved in Answer HQ for over 10 years and helping to solve the many issues that are on the Sims forums as well, and be a part of the community there, I can tell you that I would sign up for this, and I have signed up for this as a matter of fact. I think that if I have an idea of what goes on with playtesting, I'm better off at reporting about what happens with it. Or maybe they'll make me sign an NDA and not reveal anything. If that's the case, oh well, I can't talk about it. But honestly, I think that this is a smart move by the Sims team. But honestly, this should have been something that needed to be done a long time ago. A lot of the things that the Sims team is doing now should have been instituted way back when the game first launched, way back when they realized that they had problems and issues and they needed to address them. That is the fault of management not doing their job properly. And that is the fault of leadership not listening to management because of the screams that are coming from the customer base and the team in general. We've seen team members leave The Sims, and we've seen team members join The Sims. Retention and turnover in a company is nothing new, but the culture of a company is important. And this is what we need to look at as a whole when it comes to how The Sims performs overall. Now, when I want the game to do what it's supposed to do and it doesn't, that is a major point of frustration for me as a player. Because I say to myself, damn it, I spent $40 on this expansion pack. Why isn't it doing what I want it to do? Why isn't it doing what I expect it to do? And that is true of anything. Anytime you buy a product, you expect it to work a certain way. And if it does not, then you go and you complain about it, either to customer service or whoever else is in charge at that point. But in order for them to really do what they need to do and answer the call of the Sims community, they need to look at the current situation now and say, this is not going to fly in the next iteration of the Sims game, whether that is the Sims 5, Project Grenade, whatever label they slap on it. This is why. Simmers are not going to stand for the same BS that's been going on. And this not only accounts for a small member of your community, this accounts for a large member of your community. If you expect Sims team that your players are going to spend money on the same packs that they've been spending for the last 10 years or more on a new iteration, you got another thing coming. Really. One of the things Simmers want to see in the next iteration is for the pack to launch with the features that we have come to know in the previous packs. And if you are looking to add something new, then add something new. Do something that we've never seen before. Add something new that we haven't even thought of before. Because when you do something unexpected, something original, and not a copycat of the original, then it becomes something unique, something brand new, something exciting that players are going to get behind and support. But first, you got to get your act together. You've got to start being even more proactive about these bugs and glitches that are occurring in game. Even though I honestly have to say, as a whole, my game has not experienced that many bugs and glitches. A little bit, but not too bad. One of the reasons why I think is because, number one, I have higher than recommended specs in my PC. And the other reason is I do my little bit of maintenance to make sure that my game runs really well. And if you want to know how to do that, there's a video that I did right above my head that you can check out when I went live. But I digress. Let's get back to this topic at hand. Do I think Sims is really worried about Paralives and Inzoi? No, I don't. Sims stands on its own as a franchise for so many reasons. Number one, we love the townies in The Sims. The Sims would not be The Sims without the newbies, the goths, the pancakes, Judith Ward, Dirk Dreamer, Dustin Broke. The list goes on. The Sims is its own game. It stands out on its own game because of the love that the players have for it. I'm one of them. I may criticize the Sims team from time to time, but I also give credit where credit is due. And one of the things that The Sims has done is create a community that is unique in all of gaming, in all of the world. Simmers come from every walk of life. We may battle occasionally with each other, but the one thing that we have in common with one another is that we love The Sims. And that is what brings us together as a whole. Because it doesn't matter what side you're on. Left, right, center, middle, up, down, sideways. Wherever you come from, you can always come together on one common issue, and that is The Sims. For that reason, the community will make sure that the game endures, but it is up to the people who create the game to make sure that the community is satisfied. And in order to do that, yes, you do need to look at the competition, but you also need to remain true to yourself and what you believe in. And that's going to do it for this edition of Sims Team. What the hell are you doing? If you like this content today, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, click notifications so you always know when I'm coming out with another video. Thank you so much for helping this little channel to grow. I really appreciate it. And I thank you profusely. Until then, this is Jen, the GXSimmer. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.